And we are live. Welcome aboard, Concrete Contractors, to another episode of your Concrete Success podcast, where we talk about success strategies for marketing your decorative concrete business online, generating more leads, getting more of the top projects that you and your team love to work on. I'm talking about the profitable type of decorative concrete projects. So if you don't know who we are, well, my name is Danny Barrera, founder of Concrete Marketing Crew and also the host of Your Concrete Success podcast. And if you're watching here on YouTube, thank you so much. Make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can go ahead and stay up to date with all the content that we have available to you each and every week. And if you're listening to us via Spotify, the Apple Podcast, or Stitcher, or any other podcast vehicle that you'd like to listen on, go ahead and make sure that you hit that subscribe button and leave us your review. So if there's a chance for you to give us some feedback, we'd love to get it. Good or bad, we love feedback here. So make sure that you go ahead and subscribe. So let's get right to it. Today's conversation is about 3 things that concrete contractors can learn from lead generation companies. So lead generation companies, I'm talking about the big guys, the big boys, and some of the things that you can take away and learn from them, what they're doing to generate leads that they go ahead and then sell to you. So if you've been in business for any amount of time, you will be familiar with Home Advisor, for example. Home Advisor, arguably, recently they've merged with Angie or Angie's List, and basically what they've done is they've gained an incredible amount of market share. And I'm going to be sharing with you some information as to how you can learn how they generate their own traffic, etc. So I'm gonna go here for a second, and just give me a second. Let me pull up my screen really quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and type in Concrete Contractor Dallas. Okay, very populous area, Dallas, Texas. And what's gonna happen is on the very first result here, you're gonna see that there is a Google ad. And let me zoom in. And if you're listening to this right now, okay, via podcast, go ahead and make sure that you watch the YouTube video so that you can see what I'm seeing in front of the screen. So this is more of like a demo walkthrough. But here is what comes up: Concrete Contractors Dallas. So say that is your main business. Now, if you do stamp concrete, you do concrete polishing, it's, just take it as for what it is. So first thing that comes up is a Google ad. Now, when someone clicks on that ad, the first thing that you will see is that the initial prompt here is to capture data. All right, the initial prompt that a prospective client gets is to start filling out the form. And someone comes here and starts filling out the form. Then it goes into what we call lead capture. So the first thing that you have to understand is it's not just getting traffic, because obviously they generate traffic via different ways. But once you get clicks, what is the next thing that you want your prospective clients to do? And if you're a concrete contractor, decorative concrete contractor, and you're investing any type of money into advertising, in a lot of cases, yes, you want to grow your brand. Yes, you want to get more impressions. Yes, you want to get known by more people. But when it's all said and done, what pays the bills is your clients. And if you don't have more leads, you don't have more clients. It's as simple as that. I mean, that's pretty much for any business. If you are not getting leads, you are not getting more clients. If you're not getting more referrals, you're not getting more clients. If you're not talking to more prospective clients that want your services, you're simply not going to be able to put food on the table. So that being said, this is the conversation right here. First thing is, how do we generate more leads? Well, make it very simple for your prospective clients to give you their information. Make it dead simple. And for you to make it that simple, you also have to stay away from using all these fancy words and verbiage, from all these fancy layouts and looks and designs. So it's got to be crystal clear as to what they need to do next. So for example, here, the initial headline is compare quotes from top-rated concrete driveway and floor contractors. Number 1, enter SIP. 2, add details. 3, get pros. Get started, enter the location of your project. right? So very simple. So how can you adapt this to your specific landing page? So instead of comparing quotes, you don't need to do it. So you get a quote from the best rated concrete contractor in Atlanta, Georgia, or get a fast and free quote from the top rated or from the best rated or from the #1 concrete driveway contractor in Dallas, Texas. #1, enter SIP. 2, add details. 3, get your free quote. To get started, enter the location of your project. Boom, that's your copy. That is the copy that you use on the landing page, and you got to make sure that you have the smart system here. Now, here at Concrete Marketing Crew, we provide a complimentary CRM, a customer relationship manager, to our clients. And part of the CRM, we have a system that ties right in, which captures all the leads and the data information, just like what you're seeing here. So someone fills out one field, it takes them to the next, and it does it in a very smooth approach, where someone just clicks certain options, and you can actually give us the criteria, and we put that criteria together so that it either #1 spits out a result, or it takes that prospective client into filling out their information so that it doesn't feel overwhelming. So that's very important. So as you can see there, as I'm going through these specific prompts, there is that lead capture, and then there's the description of the project. And before you know it, they will be prompting me for my name, email address, name, email address, and the phone number. You're going to see it for a second, and they're not going to give me all the information until you see that right there. They're asking me for my street address, right? So 123 ABC, and this is the very same thing that you should be doing for your business. As you can see there, we have a matching concrete driveway and floor contractors in your area. Get quotes from 3. So how do you apply this to your business? Well, very simple. What you do is your quote is being processed. Who's the best person we can get this information over to? First name, last name, phone number, email, and boom. Off you go, and you will generate a lead. So the first thing that you can learn is, #1 is the landing page. The job of the landing page is very simple, is to get an action from the individual seeing the landing page. In this case, if you're a concrete contractor, you want to generate that lead, and the lead is a complete detail of the project. So you need the zip code, you need an average square footage. So here's the thing. If you want to filter out leads, this is another filtering process. So contractors can come to Home Advisor or to the lead generation company and say, hey, we don't take any jobs under 200 square feet. So therefore, now the lead generation company, what they do is any jobs under 200, they will not send it your way. So in this case, what you can do is you can customize it so that the only type of jobs that you work on are 400 square feet or over. You can go ahead and specify that field and then give them different options based on that criteria. So now you can filter out, weed out the tire kickers. Yes, you're going to get less leads, but at the same token, what that's going to do is produce better leads for you. And those are the type of leads, the type of jobs that you like to work on. It's just like what we say. Our value proposition to contractors is get more of the type of projects that you love to work on. And the reason being is that a lot of it has to do with how you set up your marketing efforts. So again, that is one of the efforts here. You've seen it right here live in real time, breaking down website copy, getting the ad copy. Now let's go ahead and look at the ad copy here for the Google ad, which is concrete driveway contractor pros, don't overpay, browse, etc. Right? So how can you apply this to your concrete business? Well, concrete driveway, #1 concrete driveway contractor in Texas, right? Don't overpay if your value proposition is price. Otherwise, don't get ripped off, right? You could play it either way. So don't overpay or don't get ripped off. And the reason being is that a lot of homeowners, that's the one thing that they want to avoid is getting ripped off. Let's go ahead and now let's move into the organic search results. And you see Home Advisor expertise. Now, Home Advisor, we go into the organic search result here, and we clicked in this specific page. Now the page looks a little bit different, right, than the landing page. You can see here the first thing that they prompt me to do is to, again, is to fill out the form. And this is something you can learn from lead generation companies. Is the number one thing that they do is they make it so easy. It's easy, simple, very accessible for someone to enter their information. I mean, there is no question about where I can actually fill out my information here. And the other thing is, as someone scrolls down through this organic search result, now they start showing listings for contractors. Now, towards the bottom, they start showing all the different listings, and someone can actually request a quote, get a quote from here. And you can see there, they can click on get a quote, and obviously would go into the lead capture, which is the same thing. And now this lead capture right here that you see here is a pop-up. So that's something that you can learn. You can use different features and different functions just like this from your website. And, I mean, this is what we specialize on. We analyze hundreds of websites that generate leads, not just in the concrete space, but in the contractor space, and also different areas. And our team is really the best that there is for concrete contractors. And I say that really, really with a lot of pride, because we work on this research and development, testing out different landing pages. But I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things that we discuss internally. Is how do they do it? Now, those of you guys that have been around for some time know Concrete Network. Right now, Concrete Network is not so much a lead generation company as much as they are a directory website where they give you different options. Like straight away, they're not doing the lead capture, but now you can see here, someone lands on this site, they give you a brief description of the business, but they also give you the phone number, request a quote, web page. They don't give you reviews of that specific business, but they show you projects of that specific contractor. So what this does is this helps the browser, the individual, go ahead and make a decision based on that. They can either request a quote, which prompts and opens up a field for a name, email, phone number, city, and comments, or it gives that individual an option to click on the phone number or the web page. So as you can see there, these are real things that you can start utilizing right here in your business. So again, if someone wants to request a quote, give them the option. If someone wants to find the phone number, make sure that it's easily accessible and it's visible. If someone wants to visit other gallery pages or see the type of work that's related, right? So if you're getting your website found for Stamp Concrete, make sure that you're showcasing your work. All right, let's go ahead and look at another lead generation company, and this time I'm gonna go down to Angie's List. Okay, Angie.com, and again, like I said, Home Advisor and Angie, they've just merged. So as you can see there, Angie's List is now Angie, and then Angie is now Home Advisor, is part of Home Advisor, or vice versa. And the first thing you can see here, get matched with top concrete contractors in Dallas, Texas. Okay, there are 173 highly rated local concrete contractors. Okay, so how can you learn from this? So again, the first thing we talked about is the number one thing is send people to a page that is built to generate leads. That's the first thing we can learn. Second thing is the ad copy, is the words that someone uses, okay, on the ads as well as the title of this. Okay, it's very important. So get matched with a top concrete contractor in Dallas, Texas. Well, what would I do here? Okay, get your concrete driveway done with a top concrete contractor in Dallas, Texas. Or get your concrete driveway done by the number one concrete contractor in Dallas, Texas. With over 173 five-star reviews, you can't go wrong. Enter your name and email, or enter your information below to get a free quote. Right? So now you see that the words that are actually showing are simple, straight to the point, value driven, and giving the individuals what they want to see here. So the other thing is showcasing the reviews, right? So that's number 3. It's if someone comes in here, the way to build trust is by sharing social proof, and that is done by sharing reviews. So if you have reviews which all of you guys should have reviews. If you've been in business, you are in business, make sure that you're collecting reviews. Showcase the reviews of those clients right here. And I'm talking about from Facebook reviews. I'm talking about from your Google reviews, Yelp reviews, from all these different sources. Make sure that you're bringing them together and then showcasing them in your landing page and in your website and all the pages that are meant to generate leads for you. So again, 3 things that you can learn from lead generation companies. Number 1 is that they market themselves on Google Ads and they get themselves organically. Now that they get found, now that is the traffic aspect. The second thing is that they design their websites or their landing pages to generate the leads around the lead generation aspect, right? And now that you have that in place, the copy and the words used right here in the specific sections, such as the headlines, such as the call to action, such as the details that they want to capture, they're very clear, they're very simple, easy to navigate and use. And number 3 is, as you're describing the different elements, make sure that you're showcasing reviews. So part of the difference between the Google Ads or the pay-per-click landing page and the organic is the organic page has more content, has more reviews, has a lot more options. The pay-per-click landing page, as you can see here, the only thing I can do really, if I really want to do something, is enter my information. It's as simple as that. So that is pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. And if you have any takeaways or you have any questions or you have anything you want to share here, make sure that you leave us a comment here on the YouTube channel. Otherwise, we'd love to hear your feedback on our podcast, whether that's Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, you name it. Give us your feedback. It also helps the algorithm know and share our information in front of other concrete contractors that might be looking to grow their business. So we appreciate your time. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, Danny Barrera, Concrete Marketing Crew. And by the way, make sure you download our free internet marketing guide for concrete contractors. It's free to use, and you're going to get an entire marketing blueprint so that you can know what to do to generate your own leads for your decorative concrete business and blow up online. Take care. Have a great day.